Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Mimikyu, another brand new Pokemon that's coming to the game, in which it is playtestable on the test servers for those of you guys that can get access to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I would highly advise you to give this Pokemon a shot. Definitely going to be up my alley, and you will see content with this Pokemon as soon as he comes out, which I'm super stoked for. And I believe all of his abilities are going to be physical. They're going to be physical damage. They're not going to be special attack, as far as I'm aware with the numbers and what I've been, playtesting with right now. And I think the items in this particular build setup here is Muscle Band, Focus Band, and Scope Lens, if I recall. But in any case, we're going to dive into the abilities. I just showed you guys what Shadow Claw did a split second ago, in which Scratch is his basic ability, allows you to dash in and also dash over walls as well. But Shadow Claw is where it's at, guys. Check this out, man. Or take a little bit. Actually, we're not gonna be able to do it here. We're gonna go to Swablu's. We'll do it better than Swablu's. Hold on. Just kill this one real quick, I guess. Alright. So, Shadow Claw heals you a significant amount of damage. This is Scratch here. Okay. So now we're gonna go up here and I'm gonna show you guys what Shadow Claw does. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, that way you guys can see it. Beat up a little bit. Now check this out. This is one of the coolest abilities I've seen so far. One of them at least. Look at this. It's like an AoE heal. Look at that. That's awesome. Blaziken gets a heal as well on his passive ability, and this Pokemon gets one as well on an AoE melee that has multiple swipes. That's awesome. But at the end of the day, Shadow Sneak is going to be where it's at when it comes to this Pokemon. For those of you guys who are familiar with League of Legends, there's a particular Pokemon in the game that has a Unite move that allows you to throw out a shadow and then teleport on top of it and get a reset off if it executes. You see that? Shadow Sneak came back. And that wasn't even my Unite move. Now, what's cool about this is the fact that if the Pokemon dies by any means necessary, you get the reset off. Therefore, you can just chain Shadow Sneak to Pokemon. So what Shadow Sneak actually allows you to do is you target a Pokemon with Shadow Sneak, right? You throw a shadow on them. As long as you have that duration, you can teleport to them at any given time. You can be across the map, bot lane, or whatever, as long as they have Shadow Sneak on them. Here, let me show you, After actually, let's do the Unite move first. And then we'll come back and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But the Unite move here, this is what it does. In other words, any Pokemon that's trapped inside does not deal damage to you, and you remove them from the fight, which is also unique. In other words, no other Pokemon can attack them. It's just you and them. But at the same time, you can't be hurt either. So it's free damage as long as you have a shield up. So that means a Buddy Barrier would be pretty good with you, right? Larger the shield. See? Look, check this out. Isn't that cool? It's pretty cool, right? A little bit overpowered, but it's pretty cool. Overpowered in the sense where you can take out the DPS and or the tank if you choose to, while your team blows up the rest of the squad, you know what I mean? And you still do damage with the Unite move, which is pretty cool. Now, again, we'll dive back into Shadow Sneak real quick. I forgot I can't score here. I didn't turn it on. Anyway, let's see what we can do up here. This will work, I guess. We'll test it on the buff over there, I guess, and then try to come towards the middle and see if or when I can TP. I also want to playtest this with Sableye. Considering his Unite move, tosses you to base or whatever, and if you have a Shadow Sneak, can you just dash back? That'd be pretty interesting. Blaziken does have Shadow Sneak on him, and you can teleport to wherever they are as long as you have the duration up. And if they drop one way or the other, you get the reset. It reminds me a little bit of Gengar in that sense, where he gets the reset on Dream Eater if the target drops down, you kill him. I think Blaziken's clear speed's a little bit faster, just a little bit. Actually, it's a lot of it, but it's fine. Claw is so cool, man. Running that with probably like a Drain Crown might be a decent idea, but I believe Drain Crown only works on basics. And at the end of the day, if you're doing a lot of damage, you do heal for a lot more. So, I mean, it might be something to think about. I'll have to playtest that as well. But in any case, here we go. Shadow Sneak. Check this out. See the duration on the ability over there? Once that runs out, you cannot dash back. But as long as you have the duration up, you can teleport wherever you want to. Yeah, I can go quite a ways and just go back to the target, which is pretty cool. So you might be able to fake out a lot of opponents thinking that you're going to come back to the shadow when realistically you're not. You're just leaving. You know what I mean? Because there will be those people that think, oh, he's just going to come back and try to kill me. Nah, bro, I'm out. See you later. Check the Unite move one more time. Dash back. It's pretty cool, man. Definitely a very, very fun Pokemon. See? You can't be harmed, man. While you're inside that, you can't be harmed. Now keep in mind, I think other Pokemon can still hit you. I don't know that for sure, considering, you know, this is only a 1v1 scenario, and I can't actually play a game because there's not very many people on the test servers, so there's that. Overall, we're going to dive into his other abilities so I can show you guys how those work out. Remember, don't go anywhere. Stick around. See you guys in a split second. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Come back at you guys with Mimikyu's other abilities, which are going to be Play Rough and Trick Room, in which you might be unimpressed. Because I am. They're okay. They're nothing to write home about, to be fair with you. Play Rough is meh at best. It's not as good as Azumarill's, and it's not as good as like Wild Charge on Zeraora. What it allows you to do is you dash to the target and you do a little bit of damage like that, but you can be crowd controlled and you can be hit. And I'll show you here in a split second. We're going to try over with Beltoy. Watch my HP. See how I took damage there? You can still be hit with Play Rough. And it doesn't do a ridiculous amount of damage or like an okay amount of damage. It's mediocre at best. Just scratch here again. So here's what Play Rough does. Let me show you real quick. It deals damage multiple times, right? And it decreases the enemy's movement speed for a short duration. Cool. But it's not like a huge decrease in movement speed or anything. It's nothing like super noticeable, to be fair. Considering you're already on top of the Pokemon, they're not really going anywhere. You know what I mean? And then you have your other ability called Trick Room, which has a huge description for base level Trick Room and when it upgrades. So I'm going to try to run it by you real quick. So in other words, if you get a decreased movement speed while inside a Trick Room, it changes it from a decrease into an increase, which is good, right? That's really, really solid. So any Pokemon that's inside a Trick Room, I think that goes for allies as well. I could be wrong. I won't be able to playtest that right now because no one's playing on the test servers for an actual game, so I don't know. But when it comes to allies, I would think it would also increase their movement speed if they got lowered. You know what I mean? But if we're playing against any Pokemon in which don't lower the movement speed, you get value from it? Or am I misunderstanding the ability? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I read that correctly. But either way, I personally think the Shadow Sneak variant is going to be the one in which people will be top tier and or meta. You know? I feel like this one's a little lackluster and needs a little bit of buffs. Not because we can't understand it, it's more so like it doesn't do a lot of damage. Play Rough is meh at best, to be fair. It'd be cool if you didn't take damage while you're activating the ability, but you're basically a sit and duck there, to be honest. Like once you're Play Roughing an enemy Pokemon, what happens? You can just be crowd controlled, stunned, instantly killed, because you can't do anything, you can't cancel the animation. You're locked in, right? Take a peek at the Unite move one more time, and then we'll call it for this one. But Shadow Sneak definitely is going to be the way to play this Pokemon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for him to come to the actual servers. But overall, this has been Pawseplays. Remember, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe for future content when it comes to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there. See y'all later.